You're listening to Not Your Sister podcast.
Yes, we're both redheads.
No, we're not sisters. I'm not your sister, Christine.
And I'm not your sister, Amanda. We've made it a second week.
I thought we skipped last week.
We've made it a second episode since the reboot.
Yeah, second episode of the reboot. But what is that? What are we on our actual episode?
This is going to be 8.
Okay. And then we did have one episode we had to take down.
So, yes, it'll be 8. That is public. 9 for the real ones.
Those who got to listen to the takedown, they're lucky, honestly.
Mm-hmm. For legal reasons, we had to take it down.
Defamation of character.
And, doxing, I think they call it. Doxing someone.
And blackmail.
Yes. So we had to take it down because we didn't want to deal with it.
We do not have money for a lawyer.
Absolutely not. So we're erring on the side of caution. We learned some lessons about saying real names. And
yeah. Well, that's okay. Because we do want to have guests on. And we do want them to tell stories. But we also need to protect the privacy of whoever they're talking about.
Yeah. Which is actually something that we're struggling with in general, because there are so many things that we want to talk about. But some of them would be a little bit too obvious, I think. And some of them are only funny if you actually know the names.
It sucks because there's one story in particular we're referring to that is absolute gold.
We were joking about this and dragging this bit for 3 months.
It's still going on.
And it's still hilarious.
It's so funny, but it's that we say someone's legal name, someone that we don't even know, first of all, only through online stalking. And we say their full name in like a Renaissance-y kind of way.
Because the name is just so ridiculous. It is like straight out of a book. It is a character name.
For like Emily Dickinson's character.
Yes.
It's like in the way, I can't even say it or say something else in that way because it's just, it was born for the name and it sucks.
And we also know other people's names in the family at that point where we also say their names. Legal 3 names. Like hyphenated everything.
And to be clear again, we have no idea who these people are. Well, we have an idea, but we don't actually know them, nor have we ever met them or spoken to them.
We could tell them like how crazy I was.
Yeah.
And like how we got there.
Yeah, and then just you can fill in the blanks.
Okay. So we went to a rodeo when we were in Montana. Not to mention we get into the rodeo for free. We didn't get tickets. I feel like things like that happen to us a lot.
Sometimes you just have to wait for the right opportunity because we were in line to get tickets because apparently it sells out. So we had gotten there early to get in line and we're just standing in line.
It was so hot under the sun and we kind of wanted to get in there already because we wanted to see like everyone warming up and whatever they do.
Because we hadn't been to a rodeo at that point. That was the first one we went to.
Yeah. And we were really excited. It was the perfect one to go to for our first rodeo too, because we became obsessed and then started chasing rodeos around the country. But we were in line waiting because you're supposed to go like a couple hours before the gates, or maybe like it was like an hour before.
Yeah. I think we had talked to somebody. Oh, those people, Randy. Remember Randy with the store?
They're the ones that told us about it?
I don't know. Someone in that area had told us about the rodeo, like the protocol if you don't have a ticket.
Yeah. Wait.
To get there early.
I remember though, it was someone that we talked to, like, oh, you know who it might have been? Do you remember those guys that owned those shacks on the side of the road?
Yeah, that was Randy.
Oh, that's exactly who it was. I thought you were thinking Randy from Whitefish.
Oh, no. You see, there's a lot of Randys on the trip. No, the first Randy.
Okay.
The one that was like, bring your wife in and we'll dick her down.
If
you don't like the price, bring your wife in. We'll dick her down.
Yeah, these guys were hoots. What did we really see from the road that made us want to go in there? Like the skulls?
Yeah, there was just like so many skulls
Horns.
and antlers, the whole outside. And he said they bring it in every single night. It was like insane. It looked like something that had been there for like 30 years. But he said they have to bring it in every single night.
And they were like offering us jam on a paper plate with like.
Oh yeah, this freaking guy came out of the back. He's like a little tweaked out. And he's like, he said he made this huckleberry jalapeno jam and he like brings that out in like tinfoil or some shit.
We did try it and we did buy it.
We did. And that started the huckleberry jalapeno kick. So.
The berry plus spice, a tart berry plus jalapeno. Because
Jam,
then we
I
got then we got the raspberry jalapeno one at one point. We
with
got
cream
on a
cheese.
lot of kicks. Yes. We baked it.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sidetracked. So Randy had told us we need to get to the rodeo an hour early to make sure we secured tickets.
Yes. So we're standing in line. Mind you, we're probably 20 people back.
Yeah,
and
we're not
just
close.
like standing around, talking,
Pouring sweat.
taking turns walking into the shade out of the line.
Taking water breaks.
And some guy, just like a random guy, comes up to us, of all people, and I just have absolutely no idea why he could have possibly picked us. I literally can't figure it out. But he came right up to us. He's like, "Hey, you guys have tickets?" I'm like, "No. Why would I be standing in line at 4:30 for a 7:00 rodeo?
Why would we stay in the line that says tickets needed?
Stand here if you need tickets. You guys have tickets?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, well, we have two friends couldn't make it. Like, you could just have them." We were like, "Okay."
We're freaking pumped.
Is it your phone?
Let me just see who's calling. It's probably...
Excuse us.
Hold on. It was Phil.
He asked me to bartend once a week.
Oh.
Once I come back in April.
You want to do that?
Well, like, think about the bit of, like, sober bartender at a country club.
I want to do it.
We should do it together. We should see if he needs more than one bartender in a night, because he said he wants me in the clubhouse. Because I had asked him like a couple months ago, I was like, "Do you want help this summer?" Because I asked about the cart, like being a cart girl, but I think then I said, "Which one makes more money?" He said clubhouse all the way.
Oh.
So
Okay.
Oh my God, 2 redheads?
I know.
Actually, Coco and I were talking about that. I was like, if you lived here, like, could you imagine you and Coco doing stuff together?
Yeah, that would mean people would go nuts.
People cannot handle redheads.
No. It's a fetish.
And that's why we got free tickets to the rodeo. So we go in this rodeo. Actually, we went and got merch. We got the tank tops.
The merch!
And this is what made me first see this man. We were bringing our tank tops back to the RV. And it was literally like it was out of a movie. This beautiful, beautiful man. Sunglasses, black hat, cowboy hat, tan, like just, oh my God. He's like walking by on his horse and we're standing. So you have to like look all like straight up. It was so hot. And he walked by slow and we just like made eye contact for a long time. Like it was
I
like
thought that was after the rodeo.
that happened twice, remember?
Oh.
So that was the first time I saw him and I was like, holy shit, that guy was so hot. And then we go into the rodeo. He's the best one there. He's one of
he was a wrangler.
pickup men. Yeah. So he was one of the guys that,
which is even honestly
hotter. He would help get the bulls and the broncs like back into the pen or like pick up the men. Either way, they're like there to, once the guys fall off, like get things under control.
Yeah, so he was using a lasso every single round.
And he got it every time. He was just like, he was the best one out there.
And the hottest.
And by far the hottest. His chaps, oh my God.
The chaps are on, literally bring it to another level, honestly. It was like an amateur rodeo.
But
so
people that have never been to a rodeo, there's different types of events. Well, I guess there are different types of rodeos, like with different events, but the generic ones are really the bull riders, the bareback. So they're like bareback on a horse.
Which is like a
bucking
horse. So it's like bull riding on a horse.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have the barrel racing.
And then they have the barrel racing. which is like, is it required to be a woman? I've never seen a man barrel racer.
Yeah, I think that's more like traditionally a woman's sport.
Yeah, it's like
To like,
cultural for
yeah,
it to
to
be a
like
woman.
bring women into the rodeo. I'm sure men do the
Yeah,
barrel racing,
not
but
saying men can't barrel race.
not to say. But I don't think we ever saw one.
Mm-hmm. After, I'm like, oh my God, we gotta walk this way so like we can try and find him and talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were gonna be in Montana for another like 5 days. Maybe longer. Like I feel like we were in Montana for like a week.
We were there for a long time, and then we were staying in that specific area for a while too.
Yeah. I was freshly off of a breakup. It was like getting my mind off of that. And it was something I hyper fixated on.
Yes, it was a major fixation for a while.
And it was more of the fantasy of what it could have been.
Honestly, usually the fantasy is way more exciting.
Yeah. But
Well,
I could
especially in
not
this
help
case.
myself but dig into this person's life.
So wait, tell them when
This
you
is
walked out.
so fucking crazy.
It gets so much worse.
So we walk out and we end up walking by him again, like really intense eye contact for like, it felt like it was like slow motion.
Wait, because at that point, I feel like even though you saw him at first, we really had only been seeing him from a distance.
Yeah.
So that when we were leaving the rodeo, that was when we got the best look at him up close.
Yeah. And you said you didn't think he was that hot anymore.
He didn't look as hot close up as he did from far away, personally, I thought.
I was so obsessed. But I didn't know if it was like this. I mean, honestly, like how good he was with the lasso and just like
it was the whole
he was
package
on a horse.
of it.
Like it was so good.
The horse and the outfit and the skills. It's like, I mean, anyone would look hot doing that.
Especially in black.
Yeah, he was
tan and all black.
I did like him from far away.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, if any guy were to ever listen to this, I would literally be single forever.
No, I don't think so. It was just, it was an isolated incident.
It's not something that I do regularly. It was very...
Yeah, but we were away. We were like trying to make something happen in a really short amount of time. We were both rooting for it. I was like planning on dropping you off there.
Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. After we pass each other, make the long eye contact, I said hi. Like I was like, hi.
Did he even do anything?
I think he smiled. But at this point, I'm not sure what's real.
He's got to be used to it. I mean, someone that hot cannot not get attention.
But like, give me a couple hours with him. He would be eating out of the palm of my hand. Okay, so then we were like, well, let's wait for him. Honestly, it was a mixture of things. We sat on top of the RV at the end, kind of like watching everyone pack up and just like people watching with their horses and just kind of like watching everything, but also hoping and praying
that he would be over there,
that he would come into the parking lot, because then I was kicking myself for not saying something, but he was like on a horse walking by and I was on foot. It just felt like,
imagine you like running after the horse, like looking at, wait.
So what brings you here?
Then a lot unfolded after that.
And let me know if I miss anything. I decide I need to fucking find this person on, like, I'm hoping 50-50. I'm hoping he has social media so that I can find him. But I'm also hoping, like, he doesn't, because that's fucking even hotter.
Oh, absolutely.
As we said.
So, man, if you're listening, delete your social media.
Because that's hot.
Oh. So how did you end up finding his name? Because at this point, we literally don't know anything about him except that he works at this rodeo.
Right. Well, we know the name of the rodeo. I find the rodeo on Instagram. And like a couple pictures back, it wasn't the most recent picture, but it was recent. It was a picture of him. So I comment, I'm like, what is this man's name?
No, you didn't comment.
I messaged. Thank you for not letting that slide by.
It's even crazier.
I said, what is his name? Like, excuse me. What's this guy's name? He tells me.
But answers like immediately.
Like in less than a couple minutes, and also answers as if it's not a crazy question, which
Right.
was fueling my delusion.
It was justifying it. But when you were doing this, you weren't even telling me. You didn't even tell me that you had done this yet.
Because truly, I wanted to surprise her and be like, we're going to this cowboy's house tonight. Because in my mind, I'm like, I'll reach out. I'll say, we're going to be in Montana for 5 more days. Do you want to take me on your horse?
Give
and then
that
take
cowboy
me
a
in your
ride.
bed.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
So I was like trying to figure out a way to tell her, but I wanted it to be like an exciting thing and not like oh my God, you're just being crazy and delusional. But I couldn't keep it for long because a couple hours later we're floating in a lake and I'm like, guess what I did?
Oh, was that when we were at Ashley?
Yeah, that's when we were at Ashley. Gorgeous lake, by the way. It's an alpine lake, right? No.
It looks like an alpine lake.
It was crystal clear and bright blue, like turquoise. It was like a green kind of.
Mm-hmm. It was a big.
It looked
but
like
no, it
the
wasn't.
Caribbean.
Yeah, but only in certain parts of it.
Yeah, like the shallower parts.
Yeah. It was still really, really pretty.
It was gorgeous. Actually, that's not where we were floating when I told you.
Give me a hint.
Dirt bikes. Or I mean ATVs.
You told me that?
No, remember what we found on the ATV? And then we went and floated there?
Oh, right. That's fine. Okay.
That's where we were. I don't remember what that was called. So I tell her, this is what I did. Like, we might be having a threesome with a cowboy later. The guy answers me. He's like, oh. And this is something that was like a vocal stim for us. Well, that's... And then we would say his name. Because that's what the message said. He's like, why, that's blah, blah, blah.
Blank, blank.
Why
who?
Why that?
That's
blank, blank.
And that is where the accent started. And it just blossomed from there.
Can we come up with a way to say it differently? Like, shh. Why, that's...
I mean,
it's Misty Conder's mead.
Condors. It's not that bad.
Misty Conder's mead. To the mead.
To the mead. We could say mead.
Creed.
That's way too close.
Can we come up with a different name that has the same feel?
Like that sounds like.
Doesn't even need to. It just needs to be 2 syllables and like the vibe. Not like Joe.
Corey. Why that?
Why that?
That's
genial.
It's this is what we're talking about. It's very upsetting that we can't say the name.
It's so good. We just sat here trying to figure out a different way we could say the name that has the same feeling.
Cody?
No, Cody sounds like we need someone that sounds like he's royalty if Montana had royalty.
Well,
that's how it comes off.
After the name, but also after we found out all this information about his entire life's history, we realized that people knew him.
People knew him. Yeah.
Why that? That's
So yeah, the guy, back to where we were at in the story, the owner of the rodeo answers me like, well, that's blah blah blah.
Like what? How do you not know?
Yeah. And also, like, I am more than happy to tell you this information. The name was very unique.
Yeah, I'd never
heard anything like it. So I'm like, beep, 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 typing into Instagram.
Beep, bop, boop, bap, beep, bop.
And I found it immediately.
You found the Instagram?
Yeah, I found his
Oh, yeah, the Instagram. Fucking request.
So
you checked that?
No, I unrequested after I found out everything.
Oh. After we found out.
Oh my God, it gets so much crazier. I had pulled her down at one point with me. I requested him on Instagram. That's where we were at and what I was waiting to hear back from.
Yeah, Instagram
when I told you while we were floating.
Yeah.
Then after some more talking in the lake, we decide his age range, we have a better chance with Facebook. So we find him on Facebook.
Though we don't know his age, we're just really assuming it.
And again, we just typed in the name that guy gave us, and it was the first one. Like, this guy's name was so unique. And we find him on Facebook. I request him on Facebook, unrequested on Instagram, because, like, that's so crazy.
Like, why would I do that?
So then we're waiting.
But in the meantime, we're looking at his Facebook pictures. Well, we were looking for a woman mostly.
To see if he was, available.
Mm-hmm.
And he really didn't post on social media a lot.
But there was one. Remember the photo with the fish?
Oh, yeah. What was her name?
It was, fuck, what was her name?
After some digging on Facebook, we don't see a significant other except for like 10 years ago.
I know what it is. It's so good.
Every single name in this story is so good.
It's so fucking annoying.
It's really, really annoying.
And you know what? This is the thing. It's a completely harmless story, really. So we should be able to say it. We're not gonna, but
I mean, we can't be saying.
It's very specific.
We see that like 10 years ago in one of his profile pictures is a girl, a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And like comments were like, so cute couple. So we're like, there's a chance they're not together anymore. It was a long time ago.
Right.
But we click on her Facebook.
And she's not private.
She's the furthest from private. She lays it out there, and it is all for the public to see.
Mm-hmm.
And she has an offspring.
But though she has, we can say daughter, she has a daughter, there is no sign of a male.
Yeah. It's literally all over her Facebook, just her and her daughter.
And she doesn't live in Montana.
It's a different state. It's like 5 states over.
Yeah, she like lives pretty far.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, okay, what are the chances? Like, we don't know whose kid this is. And plus that photo of them together was so long ago.
Mm-hmm. But then we dug further
into her pictures. And
we find a picture of him. The beautiful man. And the little girl.
Yep, he's holding her. It kind of looked like it was like one of their first times meeting.
It definitely looked like a visit that happens once every 5 years.
Yeah, because the girl was not a baby. She was like
6.
Yeah. And then
even more lore. We go to look in the comments. And she's got like 30, 40 comments. This woman is a Facebook queen.
She loves Facebook.
And someone comments and says, "Who's that?
Who is that guy?"
She answers,
"Why that?
That's why is everyone saying his name like that?" She's like, "Well, that's blah, blah, blah.
Blank's father."
Blank's father.
Dude, how, why is someone asking who this guy is when it's supposed to be the father of her kid?
Right. That's how we're like, he is not in this girl's life.
No shot.
Because if someone that's on her Facebook that seemed to be familiar with her wants to know who this man is, that's crazy.
Right. That's when he's not present in her life. And we don't know why, but we're thinking maybe distance.
And maybe it was a tumultuous breakup. But also
just jumping to the worst case.
No, but also remember when we were looking at his brother's Facebook? We were looking at all the people that we could find that were like connected to him,
and had
so
like
we could find out if he had a significant other.
That was really the primary,
the only reason we were digging so deep.
It was really for no other reason,
but also because the lore was getting good.
As soon as we saw that, who's that? That's Blank's father. We're like, what is wrong with this dude?
Exactly. So like we started digging further, almost because at this point we're curious. We're like, is something wrong with this man?
We're like, there's no shot this hot dude is single and there's not something severely wrong with him.
Because do you remember what else we saw that made us wonder that?
What?
It was the family photo on his brother's page, and it was like his parents, his brother and her significant other, and then just him. And we were like, And it looked rather recent. And we were like, okay.
Right,
He has no
right.
relationship with his 7-year-old daughter that we know of, that we can tell of. And he's just like alone in this like he's like a fifth wheel to his family.
Literally. That's what it looked like.
So then
Just,
we
like,
got
on the
into like
end.
he's a sociopath, he's an alcoholic, he beats the women.
Narcissist.
We're like, he might be violent. So then we're like, okay, now we don't know.
And that just really provoked more digging. And then we ended up getting onto the sister-in-law's page, his brother's wife.
She had 3 names because she kept her original last name.
You got her hair.
Name, name, hyphen, name. And the last name
Was the same as his.
yeah, because it was like his brother's
Oh,
name,
honestly, out of every name,
hers is the best.
it's
Because
untouchable.
it flies off the tongue.
Literally.
Why that?
That? Who? Anything like me?
L.
Me.
Oh,
Well, then we ended up finding out these people got money.
because they used to own a commercial machine.
It was like a heavy equipment rental.
They owned a rental company for heavy equipment that they sold to Sunbelt.
Sunbelt is nationwide, peeps.
Which you'll see Sunbelt everywhere.
Now that you know about Sunbelt rentals, you will see it everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And they sold to Sunbelt. So we're like, okay, this man, and that kind of sends me into a spiral where I'm like, oh my God, he probably has like a fucking whole ranch.
Joey, oh my God, I was only imagining the house.
Mm-hmm. I was imagining waking up in the house. Still no answer though. No,
Yeah,
he didn't
nothing.
deny the request, but he didn't accept the request. And it didn't look like he was very active on Facebook. So I'm thinking
no.
this
Like-
man probably goes on here once a year, maybe every 2. Like honestly, maybe only for a specific reason that brings him on there.
And this led us to, we've got to get this guy's number. How? I don't know.
Well, remember when we called Sunbelt? Because we didn't know about the acquisition.
Oh, right. We thought we were still calling their equipment rental place.
Yes.
And then
The woman answers like Sunbelt Rentals. And we were like, is Aunt there?
and she's like, why, who? He left months ago. Or some.
Yeah, remember him and his brother sold this place months ago to Sunbelt Rentals.
But I was like, when I called, I was pretending.
They sold and then they quit.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But I remember calling and being like, pretending that I had talked to him.
And
like,
you were calling back.
To like, yeah, catch back up and like
you just spoke to him yesterday, like
Yeah.
you're looking to follow up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we just went with a random story so that we could try and get him on the phone.
Yeah.
What we were gonna do once we got him on the phone,
No
we
clue.
had no plan. But we're pretty
No
good on the fly. So she goes in with saying, like, I talked to blah 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 yesterday. Like, I'm just calling back to follow up. And she's like, why blah blah blah? They sold this place months ago and then they quit. And they started their own rodeo.
They're doing their own thing now, and we're like, what?
Oh yeah, she didn't say what. We're like, so what is that? And she was like, who is this again?
Yeah, she started to get really suspicious.
Like it felt like in the movies, you know how like when like the reporter is calling pretending to be blah, like someone that's related to whoever they're trying to find out about, or the detective, and then the person's like, wait a minute, who is this?
They're like giving information, then they're like, wait a second.
Like, who is this again? Who am I speaking with again? So that's exactly what happened. Once we started asking too many questions,
Yeah.
we're like, well, like, what are they doing now? And
Yeah,
she's
like what?
You just asked to speak with him because you spoke with him yesterday. Like,
And
what
now
are you
you're
talking-
asking what he's doing on his personal time?
So we had to hang up.
Yeah, it just ended abruptly. There was nothing else to say. We got what we needed. Well, kind of.
We got a little bit further. We're detectives at this point because we need to know 3 things. Is he with someone else?
Mm-hmm.
Is he a psychopath?
Is he
Is
rich?
there an opportunity to have sex. Oh yeah, we knew he was rich though, because remember we looked up the article.
We were trying to see
how much they sold it for, and we couldn't find a number.
No, we couldn't find a number, but I would really have to imagine. Honestly, though, like having that much heavy equipment, that stuff's expensive.
And if you're doing well enough where Sunbelt wants to buy you,
yeah,
they're probably going to pay a lot to get.
I'm thinking multi-millions.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah.
But it was a family business that the boys took over.
Yeah, I think it started with their fathers and then the two boys. So really, regardless, he came into some money. Enough so that now he's doing his own thing.
So then we're like, okay, now we got to find out what he's doing. But I don't remember how you found that Facebook page.
I think, okay, I think that like the dust had settled after the phone call with Sunbelt. And we're like, I think we just felt like we were at a dead end. Like, where were we going to go next? He wasn't answering the Facebook post or the Facebook request. And we're just like, oh. And at this point, I think we started to make our way out of Montana. So we like started to get less real.
Yeah.
We're like, damn it.
And it was sad.
Yeah, because it's like, it's ending. Like, this is it. The end of the road.
And I'll never meet anyone as high again. That's what I was saying.
I think
crying into my
say that.
I haven't seen someone hotter than him yet.
So then, I don't remember where exactly we were, but I was like, and I did this without telling you, I think.
Yeah.
I was
like, as a present.
As a present, I was like, I should check up on it.
I'll bleep it.
I'll check up on her here. And I look, and then there's a recent post, which is good and bad news, because there was a recent post, which means he's probably saw your friend.
But it wasn't on his post. It was, it was his brother's, wasn't it? It wasn't my man.
It was okay. Yeah, maybe I was checking up on the family. So I was doing the rounds.
Exactly.
The brother, the sister-in-law, the ex. And all of a sudden I see this post, a new post, and it's like this like roping event being hosted by the blank brothers
in their hometown.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Now they have their own. This is must be what she was talking about. They have their own rodeo situation going on. And then I showed you it. But I don't think we realized at the time that this dude's number was on the flyer.
And it said his name and then his phone number.
I mean, what are the chances?
How long did it take us to figure that out?
I feel like we
messaged them, remember?
Oh, yeah. We messaged them. Yeah, we messaged that account because that account had like a new Facebook.
Yeah.
And
we were like, when's your next event? Because we wanted to go to an event. I think this was like our last day in Montana, because I think we were thinking we could pull it off maybe.
Yeah.
If it was like that night or something.
But they didn't answer for a while. And I think maybe when they answered again is when I saw the thing again. I was like, wait a second. His number is on here.
And honestly, I kind of wish we called, because I think that would have been more fun.
Oh, you're right.
Oh my God, should we call the number and just hear his voice?
Honestly.
On your phone.
Yeah.
Because he has my number. He saved it.
I
know it. He saved it. So then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to craft a text, because this is like my Hail Mary.
You have literally friend requests everywhere. Nothing's being noticed.
Because, he's just not active on social media.
No, he's not. Honestly, he's not.
It's not like he was denying them.
No, he just wasn't seeing them.
And you know what? I had to refrain from sending a photo of myself when I texted, because I'm like, he's going to think I'm some weirdo.
I know, reaching out like that does sound pretty weird.
Like, he has no idea. So I craft up a text that took me a while to come up with. Sent it to a couple friends. They're like, this is fucking nuts. Like, don't do this. And I'm like, I'm doing it.
And I'm like, you're doing it.
Like, why would I not?
What do you have to lose? Nothing?
I don't care, like, about what someone thinks of me, period. Anyway. So, like, I was thinking, what's the worst that can happen? He thinks I'm crazy.
You'll
What's the
never
best
see him
that could
again?
happen?
Yeah, right.
I moved to Montana. So I text him and I say, good afternoon, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm just kidding.
Did not use the name.
No, I said, hi, I know this is, wait, should I find, oh, we're recording on my phone.
I know.
Shit. I wish I could read it. I don't know if I kept it though. But I basically said, like, I know this is crazy,
Yes.
but I saw you at the rodeo last week or like whatever.
Yeah.
And you caught my eye.
Yes.
Or what did I ask though?
Did you ask a question?
Yeah, I was like, and you caught my eye, like, are you available tonight? I don't know what I said. Because I asked a question and it wasn't.
My tickle toe.
I'm like, what is that? I was just touching her toe under the blanket. I was like, no. I don't remember what I asked. But either way, I basically was like reached out and was like,
Yes.
I want you.
And then
His answer was
it just
so attractive.
It brought it all full circle that he is the hot gentleman we thought he was.
Exactly. His answer was respectful of his woman and kind to me. Like, he didn't act like I was crazy or anything. Like, he was nice. He was like, thank you. I appreciate that very much. But I got a beautiful woman at home. And I just hearted the message and I never said anything back because, like, I'm a girl's girl at the end of the day. But I was praying there was no girl.
Yeah. So we found out that he was with someone, but we're pretty certain it is not the mother of the child that he's with.
There's no way
There's no way.
that people in life, life, that just don't know his daughter, that he's the father of her daughter.
No.
But I do think that we should call the number
I think so too.
just to hear the voice. And like,
We can pretend to ask about the roping event.
and we'll report back to you guys. Because like, at this point, it's just fun.
Yes. And then I would love to hear what his voice sounds like.
Like
Like
once we were digging to see if he had a significant other, and we came across the ex with the daughter, with people that
Don't
this
even
woman
know
posts
he
everything in her
exists.
life. It's not even like she's not that active on Facebook. So someone's like, oh, who's that? This woman posts everything in her life. And people are like, who's this man holding your daughter? And she's like, the father.
You're like, what? And that was the biggest revelation of all for us.
That was like, what? But it did confirm that he had a daughter. And then finding the brother and the sister-in-law, like their lore was just so good. Yeah. And
to the fortune.
And we were saying it like that. Like, we were quite literally saying this in a public store like 2 days ago, over and over. Like, these names will forever be important to us.
Absolutely.
Because they're one of the funnest things we've ever said. It's like a true vocal stem. I get satisfaction out of saying the name.
I get satisfaction out of hearing it too.
You have to say it. I would give anything to be able to say it on the podcast, honestly.
Me too, because we could really lean into it.
It could get really fucking good.
It could.
But that's really the story. I think the insanity, and this is me just defending myself to the public, the crazy part was the beginning. Like, that's just crazy. That's delusional. But at the same time, like, I wanted to have fun. I wanted to, like, for the plot, like, why not? Could you imagine if he answered and we were just, like, going to some random cowboy's mansion?
It would have changed the whole trajectory of the trip. Because we probably would have stayed there longer. And then I would have gotten with one of his cousins.
We never would have met Brian.
No, you would have still met Brian.
Brian.
Breaks would have went somewhere else, and then we wouldn't have met fucking Victor.
Damn, we wouldn't have gotten asked about a threesome.
It was worth sharing.
It was worth
sharing. And I don't think at the beginning when we started the podcast you were ready to share it.
What do you mean?
Like, I think
Oh, on the trip. Yeah. Actually, honestly, it was funny the whole time.
yeah, I think it was for other reasons.
And I think you're right.
But so we're clearly over that, so that's great.
Mm-hmm. Have to be. Have to move forward. In Columbia Falls, there's this bar called Blue Moon Bar, maybe. But it's basically, there's live music every night. It was actually one of the coolest bars I feel like I've been to because it
Yes.
felt so
It was authentic.
authentic. And it was locals and maybe like some people from out of town like us, but it felt not touristy at all.
No. Well, it was almost like scary going in as a tourist.
Yeah, because it was so, we were like fish out of water.
Yeah.
So we go inside. It's basically line dancing and swing dancing. Like it was
Yeah.
dancing. And then when you walk in to your right, there was a poker table. Just one. Because in Montana, gambling's legal.
Oh my
Remember
God,
we saw lottery, casino, everywhere.
Everywhere you went, there people were gambling at tables.
Yeah. So you walk into this bar, your local dive bar. It's right next to the rodeo. So like the Cowboys apparently go there after or whatever. We went a different day though. We went like the next day, not after the rodeo. Remember? Yeah. And you see the poker table. To the left is like pool tables.
My microphone's off.
Let me see. We just had an interruption because we were having some technical difficulties, but we're back with pink microphones this time.
And in the midst of it all, our doorbell rang very unexpectedly.
Yeah, that was weird, but it was just a mix up of the package. Anyway, so I was talking about Blue Moon and the experience.
Blue Moon.
Because Blue Moon. So, okay, so you walk in, there's the poker table and the pool, and then
Pool
there's
table.
pool.
The pool's to your left.
The diving board is just up the way. No, so then there's the dance floor and like the bar.
In the stage where the band plays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we walk in. I was super fucking stoned when we walked in. So I was like, holy shit, this feels like another world. Like, this is weird. And then we like meander over, we do like a little lap, and then we find a table near the dance floor. Immediately sit down. This guy comes up to me and he's like, do you want to dance? Like, asks me to dance. And I was way too high. I'm not a good dancer. Like, I just don't have rhythm. I cannot remember anything for the life of me. Like, I don't know. I didn't know how to swing dance. Like, I understand that they lead, but for some reason, like, that means nothing to me. So anyway, I was like, and
no, it wasn't swing dancing. It was line dancing.
No, it was swing dancing. The line dancing is what we did with Evan. Wait, what was his name? Eric.
Oh,
the line dancing is what we did with Eric later. Remember when everyone was in a line and like doing the swing dance and you like turn around. But what we were doing was swing dancing. And I turned to him, I was like, not right now, I'm sorry. But I was like, oh my God, that was so awkward and weird. So then we're like still sitting there. And maybe 20 minutes later, and we're watching the people dance. They're really good.
So good.
This other guy comes up to me.
Loser.
But at the time, he was not coming off like that. He came off as really nice, and he asked me to dance. And I was like, I'm not going to come here and not try something. Like, the high had worn off a little bit. Like, it wasn't so intense. And I was like, you know what? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what? Hell yeah. So I'm like, sure. And then I feel bad because the other guy is watching me dance with this guy. And I'm like,
he's probably
Jesus.
like, well, why couldn't she dance with me?
I know. Eric's on the, like, teaching me how to do this one dance. And I looked like an idiot, but it was fun. It was really fun to learn. Because, like, once you get it down, then you, like, feel like you're flying. Then he comes back to our table with us. And actually, at one point, I went over to the table of the guy that I said no to because I felt so bad. And I was like, do you want to dance? Like, I'm sorry I said no earlier. I was just really high. And he was like, no, it's fine. Like, he like blew me off. And I was like, okay,
He's like, you
you're
can go
lost,
have that
loser.
other guy.
Yeah, right. I think he just like was like, no, you're good. I was like, oh shit, okay. So then Eric comes and sits with us, and
Oh God.
we're like, did we invite you?
At first, he was not really. He was like fine at first.
Yeah,
He was young, but
but he all of a sudden, within like a 20 to 30 minute time frame,
blacked out.
blackout drunk and just aggressive and scary.
So aggressive, so scary. Remember, you thought he was gonna hit you?
Yeah, because he was like, he got really mad at me, but I can't remember what he got mad about because I said something and then he was like, stop it. Remember, he was like, stop it right now. And I was like,
Yes, and I didn't know that was happening because I was talking to the other guy,
Eric.
the same name, but he was so cute and sweet, and he was from.
I wanted to be talking to you guys.
I know he was from like Sweden or something like that.
Norwegian. He was from Norway.
Oh, okay, he was from Norway.
Yeah.
And he was on a road trip by himself in America.
And he was really sweet
He
and
was
cute.
so sweet and cute, and you're over there getting abused, and I'm having like the sweetest, nicest conversation with.
Yeah, like this guy,
Eric.
this other Eric, drunk Eric, was like grabbing my foot and being like, "Where are these boots from?" And I'm like, "Free
Temu?
people." Oh yeah, he's like, "Where are these from?" Temu. I'm like, "No, free people." And he's like, "Oh my god."
But remember then, he was saying the most insanely outlandish stories
About himself.
about himself, like shit you cannot even fathom.
Like that he's done like so much in his life and everything he did, he was like amazing at.
Like he
Went to war.
Yeah, he was like in the war and he was killing like multiple polar bears like on a ship.
Like it was anything that got brought up in conversation.
Yeah.
He's been there, done that 10 times.
Like he almost made it to the NFL, but something happened. Like he tore his ACLs and then that couldn't
Well,
happen.
he decided to go like to a different. He decided to do something else, but now he's a cowboy. He's like, you ever been to
Spokane?
Was it Spokane?
It was someplace in Washington. We're like, what? There's
Yeah.
cowboys there?
Yeah, he's like, that's where the real cowboys are. I'm
Oh,
like,
and he's talking about how much money he makes.
oh yeah, because he makes so much money, it's just ridiculous. And I'm like, really?
And he's talking about his sick truck.
But everything that he was saying, we knew like there's
Was
no way.
a lie.
And he's hammered at this point. He's like starting to get scary.
Really? We thought he was going to follow us.
Yeah, I thought I could picture this man beating the shit out of his girlfriend as he gets drunk.
Absolutely, because he was like...
He started yelling at me as if we knew each other really well. Like he was like, stop it. Stop. Don't say that. And I'm like, I don't even remember what I said.
I don't know, but
He
he
was probably making fun of him, but...
He was really nuts. And then he went to the bathroom and we beelined it.
No, he went to get another drink.
Oh, another drink, because he wasn't drunk enough.
And I was like, I know you want to talk to Eric, but like, I'm scared. We gotta go.
I know, I was sad to leave the little Norway boy.
And I wanted to talk to you and Eric the whole time, and I kept trying to like get into your conversation, but I also couldn't tell if you guys were vibing because I didn't want to like break in if you were into him.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like I was trying. There was a lot going on, and we didn't have a chance to discuss.
No, not with freaking Psycho Eric.
No. So I was
being
like trying to
insane.
balance not budging in too much, but also like desperate to talk to anyone but this guy.
Yes.
I went to the bathroom at one point. I didn't have to be.
When he was like relentless, he was nonstop and he was just talking about himself the entire time
And getting drunker and drunker.
and saying more crazy shit that was like so unbelievable. Like,
Literally
actually not believable at all.
like almost went to the NFL, went to war. He looked like he was 22.
You fresh ID.
Yeah.
So we went to get the drink and we beelined it for the camper because we were like, oh my god, this dude's gonna fucking follow us.
And then we saw a truck that looked exactly like what he's
It was describing, and it was a piece of shit, and it had the Washington plates on it.
exactly. We're like, I bet that's his fucking
That's
truck.
his truck.
Because he was acting like he has a $120,000 truck
Like brand new. This thing's a piece of shit 2010 too.
with like the big ass tires and just like matte paint, like MATTE,
I think it was white.
a matte white truck.
It was absolute trash, and it was nothing like he was describing.
Which then gave us an idea of like the whole
entire thing.
And we kept like looking over our shoulder on the way out because we were like, oh my God, is he
I was like,
following
yeah,
us?
I literally gunned it out of the parking lot because I'm like, I'm fucking terrified of him.
Yeah. But Christine wasn't even really sure the extent to what was happening until I was like,
Right.
we gotta go, we gotta go.
I didn't know about the yelling until
we were like walking out. I'm like, I'm scared.
Yeah.
So.
I knew he was being annoying, but I didn't know he was getting like scary.
He said something else that made me think he was like abusive to his ex-girlfriend. But he like thought that was cool.
Ew, yeah, that's the kind of dude that would think that's cool.
Yeah, like that makes him more of a man to hit a woman.
Ew.
But
Such a loser.
before he got hammered, he brought us onto the dance floor when he was being cool and taught us a line dance too. And then we were line dancing with everyone. That was so fun. Everyone in sync, turning around, slapping their boots at the same time, stomping it. It's just so good.
It's so fun. Even after doing the same motion like 3,000 times, I still was messing up.
Yeah, same. I just can't remember moves like that.
I'm so bad at dancing like that. Like routine dancing. Terrible. Some freestyle.
Watch out.
Watch out.
That's how I felt when I was swinging because I don't understand. Like, I get that you're supposed to feel the way they're like pulling you and pushing you and stuff, but like
you have to be not resistant.
There was also you have to be a submissive doll.
That's what he wanted.
But remember that one couple we saw dancing? They were amazing.
Oh my God. And that guy was hot.
It was so hot.
Imagine the cowboy. I wonder if he can dance like that. Probably.
I wanted to talk about Blue Moon because I just thought it was a really cool place to go. In Columbia Falls, Montana. While we were in Montana, this is all Montana. Glacier National Park is in the northernmost area of Montana. And I think it goes into Canada, but we were on the Montana side. Or at least that mountain range goes into Canada. British Columbia.
It's pretty close to Canada.
We had a day where from basically the beginning of the day to the end of the day, we regretted the money that we spent. And we thought about it for the rest of the trip, and we still think about it.
You know what? This is a good lesson for people.
Don't be a follower.
Don't be a follower. Because if you look up Glacier National Park, everyone is raving about the Going to the Sun Road. It's like a drive you have to do in your lifetime.
Well, because it's the most amazing thing you'll ever see in your life.
I don't think that's true.
Have you ever driven Independence Pass in Colorado? Yeah.
Yeah, now tell me.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh my God, like we're at Glacier. We have to do Going to the Sun Road. But there's major restrictions on the road as far as vehicle size. And we were not going to be able to drive the RV there. Period.
It was very...
But I'm pretty sure, didn't we see someone driving a bigger camper than ours?
Class A.
Yeah. Yeah.
We saw a Class A on that bitch.
Yeah, and that's not safe.
And we were really scared. In our little Kia.
Was it a Kia?
It was like, no, it was a Ford Focus. We did ATVs the day before, and the guy at the ATV place was like, you guys can take these on Going to the Sun Road. Like, I highly recommend it. And we're like, we're not going to have time to do that.
Or money.
Or the money, because it was like $400 to do the ATV for 4 hours.
Then we ended up fucking getting lost.
Because they gave you a paper map.
It literally was drawn by a 5-year-old.
That was highlighted on it. In the wrong places. Like, you literally couldn't follow it for the life of us.
Literally. So it was 4 hours, right? So we each took I would drive an hour, then Amanda would drive an hour, then I drove an hour. I think I drove first for an entire hour.
On main roads.
Completely we're off the map at this point.
Remember when we almost got taken out by that truck because you were fucking driving like an animal? Christine was like driving as if it wasn't a main road, and we were the only ones that were going to be on this road. I was terrified with the trailer one.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, he was kind of driving like an animal too.
I know. But you were driving in the middle of the road as fast as you could go around a tight curve.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very smart now.
But I was like, oh my God, you need to act like there's other people on this road because you were like in the middle. But anyway.
Anywho. So
We never even really found what we were supposed to find on the map after 4 hours.
No.
It was nothing like what, and he like took us through the map at first and was like, this is how you go this way. This is what you'll see here. This is whatever. Like gave us an overview, kind of gave us some direction, told us which ways to go, how to get the most out of our time. We followed exactly what he said.
And
But
then
also,
we even talked to those other people that were on.
and they're like, yeah, just right up that
It's
road.
up there.
We drove an hour on that road and didn't find one.
No, but like we had passed it like right away because it was such an obscure turn.
And it also wasn't even that cool. The guy was like, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And then we drove up there and we were like, what?
And then we saw the guy like picking berries. We didn't even get
Huckleberries.
Huckleberry. Yeah, it was fine. Whatever. That wasn't even part of the wasted money.
No, we didn't feel like that was wasted because it was really fun to drive it. It just
Yeah.
was annoying that we wasted time.
Yeah.
But that guy had said you can take the ATVs to going to the Sun Road. You should really go there whether you do the ATVs or not.
I know. I wish we had known that first because I feel like we would have just done that.
Instead of just driving it through. Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That would have been sick on those.
Definitely. And we saw people doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have been like 2 things we wanted to do at once with one amount of money.
Exactly. But instead,
one swipe.
We went and rented a car.
We're like, oh, Turbo? Because back when Turbo
Turo.
Oh, yeah, Turo. Back when Turo was newer, early when you were in Miami, you said it was really cheap.
It was so cheap. But that was maybe because it was in Miami. It's like a bigger city, but
it was $200 for 24 hours, right? Or 180? No, I think it was 200.
Jesus Christ.
For like 24 hours.
And plus we still had to pay the gas. So we rented the car. And then we got the car, picked the car up, and we had it for the day. So we were like driving and we're like, saw this like alpine coaster.
Oh, yes! That was the day we went to Big Fork.
Yeah, so we had the car, so we were like feeling free. We're like, we drive by an alpine coaster and we're like, oh yeah, let's try that. Could have just gone probably once or twice. Instead, we
bought the whole hour or whatever.
The pass.
Yeah, the pass.
That was like $50.
Mm-hmm. And we went on the same coaster.
I know. And it was like it was just like a gravity coaster, so it wasn't even like a roller coaster with like speed and stuff.
Yeah. I did take that little girl. That was fun.
Mm-hmm. There were highlights of it. But did we need to get the hour pass? No.
We could have done one ride.
Absolutely. So that was a waste of $50. We went to Big Fork.
Well, I wanted to try that coffee place. We wanted to see the town because everyone was saying how charming it was and like amazing, but it was literally nothing to write home about.
No. I think it's a Christmas town. I think they do like it is quaint. It was cute, but there wasn't like that much to do.
Yeah.
And then we were waiting for like sunset to do the going to the Sun Road.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we went there. And I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not pretty.
Yeah, it was pretty.
But it wasn't like breathtaking where I was like, I couldn't even believe my eyes.
There were things that we saw on this trip where we couldn't believe our eyes. And
Yes,
this was not one of them. Because it just looked like things we've already seen. It wasn't.
Yeah. There was nothing like remarkable about it. There was mountains and everything, and
it was pretty.
It was pretty. But there was like it was also hard to even see the sunset because the mountains. It wasn't like
we couldn't even really see the sunset.
To see the
And remember, we drove all the way to the end trying to find a good spot for sunset. And then we were like...
Yeah, we drove the Going to Sun Road like 3 times. Back and forth, back and forth. And by then, we're noticing the miles on the car because we only get a certain amount of free miles with Turo. And then it was like each mile was going to be like a quarter or something ridiculous.
And we went way over.
Yeah,
and I had to message the guy.
Yeah, we went way over, and then we're like, get back, and we're sick to our stomachs.
We're like, we're gonna have to pay so much more money now. We already were sick over the fact that we bought the car to begin with.
Exactly, because then we got back, we're like, okay, well, that was like not anything special. So,
well, even going into the park, going to the Sun Road, we're like, this better be really fucking good because this is like very disappointing. This car is disappointing. This day is disappointing. And then it was disappointing.
Well, that's the thing about these hypes. It's like people get all crazy about something and then you go and it's like, wait, this is it?
Yeah, so don't be a follower.
I think that's the main message here. Make your own fun.
Make your own, find your
See,
own things, because that's when the next day
Mhm.
we found our own hike, and it was one of the most beautiful hikes we did the whole time we were there.
Yeah, and that wasn't even in the park.
And we met mountain goats.
Yes.
Naturally on the peak
Summit.
summit of the mountain that we climbed, Mount Anus.
Also known as Mount Anus.
It is Aeneus, Aeneas or something like that.
Yeah, we never actually knew how to pronounce it.
But we
but
just say Aeneas. And
Sanus.
it was really hard, but so gorgeous. It was one of those hikes where every single step is like, or like every single section is like something insanely breathtaking.
It was so pretty.
But remember on the way back, I couldn't walk anymore.
Oh my god! Is your heel?
Yeah, my hiking boots, I don't know if it's just the shape of my feet or what, but no matter what size I get,
Oh,
after
yeah,
a certain amount of miles, after like 6 miles, it gets rough.
I felt bad because I knew that you were in pain, but I was dying laughing.
I know. What was the bit we were doing that we were videoing because we thought it was so funny?
It's something about God. I remember we were saying that. And then, like, I think that at one point I turned around and you were, like, trying to carry your one leg.
Oh yeah. I was holding my leg with both hands trying to carry it.
So
I would like step with one foot and then drag my next leg. Step, drag, so I didn't have to use my
Oh,
hands.
yeah, step and drag.
But with both hands.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Dragging my dead leg.
And then it was like the way back from that hike felt so much longer than the way there. I was guaranteed convinced we were lost.
To be fair though, we took a longer way back.
Oh,
and we knew it was going to be longer.
Oh, because we wanted to go down in that area.
Mm-hmm.
That was worth it. It was
that was
really
so
pretty.
worth it. So worth it.
It was so
and
pretty.
You just didn't trust that I remembered correctly, I think, because I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I know for a fact they said to go on this road and then turn at this one that says this. And you're like, I don't know. I'm like, no, I'm like 100% positive. And you're like, I don't know.
I was pretty skeptical. But no, you know what?
It was correct.
I feel like if you don't remember stuff, you say it. You don't pretend to know.
I will be like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was just because we were tired and I was like, this just feels so long.
Yeah, it was.
And I was stressed as fuck about the drive down.
Oh, yeah. Remember that guy yelled out the window to you and was like, you should not be up here?
Yeah.
While he had 6 kids in the fucking bed of his pickup truck.
So we drove up. This is a lesson we learned very quickly. To check to see like the route to be getting up to these trailheads.
Mm-hmm.
Because this particular hike on Mount Anus, we started driving and it ended up being a very narrow and steep like dirt road.
Mm-hmm.
About, I don't remember how many miles, like over probably 4 miles.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 miles.
With like a massive elevation gain. And we're driving up in the fucking camper. And it's getting, like, we're
4 or 5 miles straight up on a tiny little road, winding around.
Going like 2 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And then, like, when we were getting closer to the top, it was getting so narrow, like, only wide enough for one car.
Yeah. Because people were having to back down the mountain.
Yeah.
When we were coming down. Yeah.
So it was like very sketchy. And then I was like, well, we're almost there. Because it was like only 2 miles. But like 2 miles going up like that at that speed it probably took 30 minutes to get up there at least.
Definitely.
And I was like, and then parking it was sketchy because there was like no room. And we're like, holy fuck, we made it, whatever. We're just doing this hike. Ended up being so worth it.
Yeah.
In hindsight, everything went well.
Thank God.
But then we had remember then when we got back to the car or to the camper after the hike. And
we were screaming about that car.
Some bitch pulled her fucking Subaru, basically touching the back bumper of the RV.
And
I'm
we
like,
were already close to the car in front. We weren't going to be able to get out.
I was like, how on earth do you expect me to get out? So I'm fucking running in the RV. I'm like, I'm writing a fucking note. I'm pissed. And then they ended up coming out right at
Before
the
we
same
could put
time.
the note.
I was actually kind of sad because I wanted to write a note. But they moved the car, so it ended up being fine. So I got out, and then we're driving down the hill. And then it's like one of those points where it's only one car wide, and a pickup truck is coming at us out the window screaming. He's like, "You're not supposed to be up here with that." And I'm like, "Dude, we're already up here."
There's no doing anything about it now. Just move.
Right. And I'm like, I am not backing up a 24-foot camper uphill. Like, you need to back up. So I kept like nosing to him, getting closer and closer, and he was so mad.
So then he starts backing up and he's like shaking his head
He's
vigorously.
so pissed. And finally, like, we get to a point where he can like get over so I can pass.
And he yells something out the window.
Yeah, we have no idea. And then I was so stressed because we had barely even started the drive at that point.
Yeah.
And then this is a downhill on gravel road, narrow, steep.
And the brakes like would start to smell and
The
get really
brakes
hot.
were reeked.
So every like couple minutes we had to pull over and let them cool down.
Honestly, I think that's probably when that's probably put some real wear on the brake lines because that was before the incident. That was definitely not good for the brakes. But then after that, they were fine. So I don't know.
Yeah, until they weren't.
Until they weren't. But that was like a decent amount of time in between.
Reference the episode called Near Death Experience if you want to know what we're talking about with the brakes.
Yeah, that's worth a listen. But yeah, we were like skidding down the freaking mountain, brakes on fire.
It took us like 45 minutes to get 4 miles.
Yeah. And I was pouring sweat, stressed as fuck.
I didn't know what to do. I was like taking pictures. There were some good views.
But we ended up getting down fine. But then after that, we were like making sure we knew every single inch we were driving because we did not want to get in that situation again.
And there were a couple times where we had to take like shuttles and stuff to other trailheads or just like trails we were like, we just can't do that.
You're right. Yeah, sometimes we just had to say no. So that was definitely a limitation for the camper because it can't go everywhere.
Yes, it can't go everywhere. So like the going to the Sun Road, had to rent a car, having trouble getting down the mountain. We couldn't go to every trailhead that we wanted to. So yeah, you're right. Those were definitely limitations of having just an RV. And remember what we talked about, how we were like, next time we do this, we kind of want to like hitch a car to the back.
Yes. I mean, yeah, that's like, it is nice, but also that probably poses a lot of limitations too.
Right.
Like spur of the moment stuff would probably be harder.
In terms of like
parking.
Yeah.
Probably. I guess you would just park your camper wherever you're going to stay that night and just take the car.
Yeah. But it would have a lot of wear on the tires of the car too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's pros and cons of it all, really.
But the number one lesson is don't spend your money because other people say something's cool.
Right. But I guess but that's the other side of it though, because if we didn't do it, we probably would have felt like we were missing out on something.
Yeah.
Because I think that's why we did it, because we're like, we're here, we have to go.
Yeah. And we didn't even get into Glacier National Park after that. Like there was a certain part of the park that was under construction and you needed to have a shuttle pass to get in there. And we couldn't get it because they sold out like tickets.
But they were only selling like 50 tickets in a day.
I think it was like 15 or 20 because they had done a drop in April. And then the 24 hours before the day of the 7 o'clock the day before is when they drop for the following day. And I think it's just like 15.
Oh, that makes sense. Whatever. Yeah. Because people that had bought the tickets like well in advance and then whatever they had left over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like literally impossible to get them. Because the one time when we got them, then we didn't even end up wanting them.
Well, we were at the rodeo. And we were like, we want to have ourselves a night and we don't want to like have to get up super early to get to the shuttle. Like did we do a hike that day? Or maybe we were just really tired. I
I
can't
think
remember.
we did do one. I think we did that one where we went to the
Where there was the bench.
waterfall.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Mhm. I mean, that was not strenuous though. I think it was made by a creator.
No.
Oh,
Maybe.
I don't remember, but
It was an alpine lake.
yeah. And then we like stood on the rocks and it looked like
Mhm.
we were floating. But there's like that was the thing with Glacier National Park is that like the hikes were so limited because all the best hikes were in that area that you couldn't get to.
Many Glacier, it's called.
Many Glacier.
I don't know. Glacier National Park,
It just wasn't working for us.
we didn't have a good experience.
And honestly,
Which is funny because it's a lot of people's favorite national
I know
park.
I hear so many good things about it, and I'm like,
Meh.
it's just annoying when you have to have everything pre-planned like that.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
No, and it wasn't practical for us in case something had changed early on. Like the trip was so long that if we were planning it back in April, specifically in
there's
terms
no
of
way.
buying tickets for things, like we had other things that kept us in certain places for a while. Like, for example, before leaving, when we couldn't get the tires or the inspection, what was it?
No, the alignment.
Oh yeah, the wheel alignment. We couldn't get that done because whatever, there was a miscommunication with the shop.
Mhm.
So we got delayed a couple days. And even just we were supposed to leave on like a Monday and we left that Friday.
Yeah, that would have thrown everything
Off. If we had tickets for parks on specific days, we would have had to
Yeah.
like I don't know, it just would have been a whole headache. So we were trying not to like buy things too far out, especially remember after when the brakes went out and we had to stay
Mhm.
in that area for a couple days that we
And then
weren't
we missed out
expecting.
on Mount Rainier.
Mm-hmm.
Sadness.
But like if we had tickets to Mount Rainier because we bought them ahead of time,
Mhm.
they would have gone to waste.
Yeah, I mean, certain parks. Well, other parks were like that.
Yellowstone was not like that. That's not the question that you asked. I don't know if other parks were like that besides Glacier and Mount Rainier.
There were some parks though that we did have to get there really early because like the timed entry thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had to get there before 7 a.m. because timed. If you get there before 7, you don't have to have a
I think
shuttle
Yellowstone
pass.
was one of them actually
Yeah.
because that's when we did the cool Grand Canyon one.
But then halfway into our trip, the government shut down and they never even like
Oh yeah, that was
asked for
good
our
for
pass
us.
anymore or whatever, except for at that one park at Zion, and we still had to pay. Even though they weren't taking money for entry or anything like that, we had to pay to go through the tunnel. Remember?
Oh, right, the tunnel.
I feel like we've been a little all over the place.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna cut it in a way that feels very like not so
Chaotic.
mm-hmm.
We ended up talking about Montana.
Yeah, this ended up being a Montana epi. We basically didn't know what we were even really going to talk about. It just flows out. We had so many experiences that it's hard to nail it down.
Yeah, and we didn't talk about the beginning of the trip really yet.
Mm-hmm.
And Montana was relatively in the beginning. Really.
And we were in Montana for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
We did receive a question, and that's what kind of sparked us to talk about the money we wasted in Montana. How do you save money in your 30s? Because we took this trip literally at 30 and we had a savings. It's not like we were
Paycheck to
spending money
paycheck.
that we didn't have on credit, whatever. Like we
Yeah.
had a savings. We didn't have jobs while we left our jobs and we were able to like come back, and I still haven't been back to work. But like this person asked, how do you save money in your 30s so that you can do something like this?
Yeah, I think it's hard for a lot of people. And I honestly, that was one of the biggest questions that I was asked.
Like, how can you afford to do this?
Yeah, like how are you affording that? Because it is a big expense. Like, we're not gonna lie, we spent a lot of money. I think we did it very smart, but like there's still expenses. Like we spent probably over $5,000 in gas alone.
Yes.
So it's like it wasn't like this trip was free by any stretch.
Mm-hmm. But I think we kept it under 10K.
Yeah, we did good. Each. But I mean, it's like normal living expenses, like the gas and the food and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was also things that we did that, like experiences or.
Well, we also were paying everywhere we stayed a
Yeah.
little bit extra so that we could get a hookup for the RV. So it
Yeah.
was just better like that. Everything was better with the hookup.
Especially if it was hot and we could use the air conditioning and
Which
stuff.
it was, yeah, which it was for most of the
We could have done it even cheaper if we were doing like off-grid camping for sure.
or like Harvest Host without a hookup is just free.
Yeah. But before the trip, and like even still in my everyday life, I'm kind of in the mindset that I would rather make sacrifices in daily life to save money. So I usually opt out of getting food out or going out to dinner because
Except for dinner club.
except
But
for dinner club. But that's on someone else's dime.
we don't usually pay for that.
But it's like small things like that that add up. Like I don't go to Dunkin' Donuts 5 times a week and get a $5 coffee. That people don't think about it, but that stuff really adds up. And like for me, a small token of happiness like that is not worth it. I would rather save it all and put it all together and do something way bigger to make bigger memories.
Right. So I guess the point is because I know a lot of people that they don't want to make those sacrifices and it's not, those things are more important to them. So I think really what we're saying is it's not like we indulge in our everyday lives and then also can save money and then can also go on these trips. It's like
You got to pick and choose.
it's a choice. It's a priority. Like you're prioritizing using your money one way or another. Because there are people that are like, how can you afford to travel? How can you do this? Well, how can you afford to get your nails done every week? How can you afford to go out to dinner all the time or buy a designer bag? Like, and nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with that. But that's just not where I choose to spend my money. So it's
Right.
not that you can have it all unless you're rich. But if you're an average 30-year-old, and we don't have kids, so we choose to be roommates instead of live alone.
Yeah, that's a major way to save money. And I know it's not an option for everyone, but like imagine paying all of the bills that we pay on your own.
Yeah, it would be a huge dent. That's money that we're putting in the bank that we're literally saving.
Right. Half of what you pay every month or what we pay every month is just saved money. Otherwise, it would be all coming out of one paycheck, and it's like, then you're saving no money.
So it's really just choices. It's what do you want to prioritize? What is most important to you? I will say Christine's a little bit more rigid. And I don't know if rigid is the right word. I mean, frugal for sure, but like in terms of depriving yourself.
Yeah.
I like clothes. I like shopping. I don't get my nails done. Like I would love to get my nails done.
I would too, honestly.
I would love to go get a coffee out every day. I mean, those are in my opinion, getting a coffee out is like the best feeling. But like I can't spend $8 a day on coffee and then also be able to do really awesome things. Because again, I'm working to live. I'm not living to work. So I'm working to make enough money to like be able to live my life and also go do fun things. So I definitely will give in to shopping, but I also taught myself how to make clothes. So I can make my own clothes too. If there's something I see and I like it, now that I know how to sew, I pretty much most things I can make.
See? It's a way to save
Resources.
money.
And I thrift all my fabric. I don't buy new fabric, which is extremely affordable. Because you go to the store, fabric at like a Hobby Lobby or online, it's like
so expensive.
$8-9 a yard, sometimes 12-15
For
like
nicer fabrics, it's fucking
20.
ridiculous.
I've seen like $25 a yard. Like I've seen crazy fabric. But like even just the cottons, they're $8-9 a yard, but I'm getting full king size bedding sets with like a sheet, a fitted sheet, pillowcases, like all that queen size. I don't even know how many yards that would be. For $7 total.
Yeah.
And you can do multiple projects with it. So
And it's good to recycle.
it's great to give things a home because then it's just going to go upcycle, recycle. Because then it's just going to go in a landfill otherwise.
Landfill.
I just overpronounced my D.
Orlando Phil.
Yeah. It got caught. I don't know.
She choked on her D.
The D got caught in my tea. What else do you think?
Well, going off of the deprivation thing, I I sometimes there's certain things that I am a little harsh with myself about. But overall, I don't really even feel deprived because I've adjusted to living without so many things.
Yeah. I've never seen anything like it, folks. I really haven't. Her entire closet, there are things that are important enough to her that she'll buy, but it's very rare.
Very seldom.
And, it takes a village, and we all just give her our hand-me-downs.
But let's be honest, I don't really love any of my clothes.
Yeah.
Because I'm too cheap to buy any clothes. So it's always just like hand-me-downs that are like good enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's a deprivation that you're choosing and that you're okay with, but it's not like you're excited about.
Yeah, no, that is actually something that does sometimes, like if I look in my closet and I hate everything, I'm like, well, none of it's even yours. Of course you hate it.
You didn't pick any of this out.
This shirt's not mine.
This I got from the thrift store, and these pants I made. Cheap. But it looks good.
Right. Cheap thrills.
Cheap thrills. Also, save your money, people. Like, just because you're getting a paycheck doesn't mean you have to spend it all. Like, I get there are things that, or like pick something. Pick the coffee every day. Even though even that is just like,
that's a lot.
So
I think that if that's something, that is something you can make at home for a lot cheaper.
It's good, I will say. No matter what, I've tried so many things.
I understand that. But it's also, I think that people, just like people that are trying to lose weight, cut out soda and notice they drop pounds immediately. Mm-hmm. If you cut out spending money every day on coffee, that's something you probably would notice in your bank account right away.
Definitely. I mean, let's say you get it every day of your work week. That's 5 days. Mm-hmm. And it's an $8 coffee. That's $40 a week.
Times $460 a month. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That would cover our extra bills that we have.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's all comes down to choices. What's important to you? And to me personally, saving money, because like also just knowing that you can
do stuff,
do things.
Like your friends are all going to a movie and you're like, oh my god, I can't really spend the money right now. But it's like, you can't spend $15. That sucks. I would hate living paycheck to paycheck and being like, I'm not gonna be able to do anything fun this month.
Because then you're depriving yourself because you literally can't. You are deprived, not at a choice of your own.
Right.
So choose to deprive yourself, people. Don't let life deprive you.
Yeah. Words to live by. But I could talk forever about finances and saving and whatever. But to me, what's important, I think, is the bigger stuff's important to me because I have more fun doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'd rather take the bigger trip than going out. Not that I drink, but like, that's another thing.
We don't drink.
Put down the fucking alcohol. That is a waste of money.
We grow our own weed. And we don't drink.
Yeah. I mean, like going out to the bar on an average night is costing people how much money?
100, 200. If you're buying drinks for other people as a man, you're spending a couple $100.
Right. Yeah. That's terrible.
Drinks are sick.
I
don't even know what they are these days.
Not cheap. A beer is probably like 6 or 7. How many beers you got to drink to get drunk? Habits are definitely something that can cause a waste of money.
Yeah. I mean, cutting out drinking literally saves you money, you lose weight. It's all good things.
You're healthier.
You're forced to like live your real true self and your personality.
Well, yeah, that is a whole nother conversation.
I haven't drank in 7 years, and I realized that I actually am really funny and really awesome. Anyway.
Well, drinking is just like to cope with being insecure about yourself.
It's definitely easier to be social.
Yeah, I mean, only really drank when I was underage, so.
But like your connections too that you make, if you're not drinking, they're genuine. Whereas like when you're drinking, you love
Mhm.
everyone.
It's
Let's be
so
honest.
annoying watching that.
Yeah.
Like, not drinking and watching people, like, fawn over each other because 'cause they're wasted, it's like
And then they like add each other on social media and they never talk again. It's like, okay. And it's just
it's
like,
just like,
okay.
okay. It's
I don't know. It's not something that everyone can do though. So I'm grateful that that's something that I can do because I think
mm.
being sober would be a lot harder otherwise.
Well, this has taken quite the turn.
I think if this was an informative episode. I think it was a little
We were
all over the
scattered, we were
place.
excited, because
There's
I
just so
think
much to tell.
well, yeah, and
And
all
there's
the
so much that's
memories came
coming to us
rushing back.
as we talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so our homework is
Oh, yep, calling.
calling. Mhm. Calling my man
My man.
and possibly doing a round at Home Depot.
Yes, to scope it out.
We'll see you next time. Please DM us questions that you have that you want us to talk
Yes, more
about.
questions. Or life advice, because
We're wise.
we're wise and
We've said it before and we'll say it again.
we'll keep saying it.
We're wise.
Right in.
And follow us, share. That's what gets it out there, people.
We're trying to go viral.
Let's go viral. Because I would love the app for a living.
Yeah, and I want to be able to make enough money so I can get my nails done.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
People, help us to not be deprived anymore.
I've done enough of this depriving
We'll
shit.
deprive ourselves for a bigger trip, but that's not our choice. We don't want to do that.
No, I mean, no one wants to do that, but sometimes you have to do
Hopefully.
that.
Hopefully we won't have to do that personally for very long. Okay, I
It's
just.
gotta be done.
Bye.
Bye bye
Bye
now.
bye.